say that's the bad guy. I tell the truth even when I lie. Everybody say goodnight to the bad guy. You need people like me, so you can point the finger and say that's the...
I don't know if there's anything about that tune, California Dreamin', that I don't like. I like the lyrics. I love, as DJ L-Spade was saying, the panning back and forth. Production's great. I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, that the actual playing is all done by members of the Wrecking Crew, like Carol Kay and, you know, Hal Blaine, etc., doing all the playing, masterful playing. Harmonizing is great. It's just a beautiful song. It's got a message. It works on every level.
Yo,
yeah,
this song is dope as hell.
Man.
It's not even the singers. The singers are not that great. It's not the singers to do it. It's just a well timed and a well placed song. And the first thing that sticks out to me, killer intro.
Oh yeah,
comes in,
yeah.
Like that intro sets it up. You know something epic is gonna happen. Then after that, the panning, the dynamic mixing. It comes in on the right,
yeah,
bounces to the left,
yeah,
and you can tell like the lead is coming in from the right when John is singing.
That's actually Denny.
Oh, I'm sorry, Denny.
Yeah.
Denny singing. Then the group comes in on the left to harmonize. So it's like an impact.
Yeah.
Right, left. And it's like,
yeah, it's great.
it keeps you moving. That whole dynamicism really makes the song work. Like I said, they're not great singers. I think the best singer, or you probably have to say Cass Elliot is the best singer.
I would take. I think Denny's a good singer.
Denny's good.
Yeah, but I would agree.
Pre-drugs.
Yeah. That's you're thinking. Joe. Denny was.
Well, no, Denny was on drugs too.
Yeah. The whole band was all messed up. But anyway, Cass, because I remember when she died. Actually, she had broken from the group, and she was doing a lot of appearances on American TV shows, variety shows, and then literally the next thing you know, she's dead in London. Wow. Very, brief post Mamas and Papas career, but that woman had a voice. Dream a Little Dream, that's basically her solo. Incredible.
Make your own music's better, but in my opinion, like Make Your Own Music is a lot better than that song. Cass Elliot, I was actually first introduced to Cass Elliot from Scooby Doo.
Really?
She was a guest star on the Scooby Doo. What Casey Kasem did, Shaggy and Scooby, the voice of Scooby.
Yeah.
So like, Scooby-Doo was very influential in my life, y'all. Scooby-Doo was like the cartoon of choice for me.
Yeah, I remember it was September. Super Saturday was the day when the U.S. networks used to debut their new programs of Saturday cartoons. It was 1969 because I can remember seeing the promo for it. Yeah, and it would be September-ish 1969. And I remember digging that show first time I saw it. And you went to school the next day, the Monday?
Well, there was a section, a stint on Scooby-Doo where they had guest appearances.
They may well have. I don't.
And Cass Elliot is one of the guests. And of course, I wasn't born in the 60s. I was like, who the hell was Cass Elliot? And true story, I didn't go back and look to see who Cass Elliot was because I didn't get the reference to all these old stars. Because of course, I wasn't born then. I wasn't around then. And I went back and listened to Cass Elliot. I'm like, yo, this big girl could sing.
Yeah, she could sing.
And when looking at her, this is kind of the tragic thing about this.
Wow.
She's like the case study of why fat shaming is bad, because that's why she died.
Yeah, that's the thing at the time was the apocryphal story. It wasn't true. Was that she was in London and she choked to death on a ham sandwich, which double ironic. She's Jewish and she supposedly was so big she choked to death on a sandwich. But it's not true. She had a congenital heart issue because of her weight.
No, it wasn't because of her weight.
Well,
it was not her weight. What happened was Cass Elliot was doing crash diets to try to lose weight.
Oh, okay.
And because she was doing those crash diets, because look, man, we in general are dicks to fat people. We are. Fat shaming is a thing. However, I would make an argument now, fit shaming is also a thing. But fat shaming was a thing, and she was doing residencies at, in casinos and trying to do variety shows, but everybody was making jokes about her weight. She was always the butt of every fucking joke, even in Scooby-Doo.
Creek Alley, their song, everyone's getting fat except for Mama Cass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, she was the butt of everybody's joke.
Well, what happened was, John and Michelle were married, and Michelle had an affair with Denny.
Well, before we get that, how does that have to do with Cass' weight?
Because, let me explain.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Cass was in love with Denny. And it ruptured her relationship with Michelle because of all the people in the world that you could sleep with, and you could sleep with anyone, Why did you have to sleep with the man I love? And that was the end of the group.
Okay, we can talk about Mackenzie Phillips
Oh,
and
let's not even go there. What a
and
piece
Michelle in a minute, because Michelle's problem was men. But when you look at the history of this group, it's a tumultuous group. This group had like so many things going on.
Yeah, but was Michelle? That wasn't Mackenzie's father, was it? Was Michelle Mackenzie's father? I thought it was his first wife. I don't know.
No, I think
I don't know. I'm just saying.
because Mackenzie was John's wife,
Right? Yeah.
Mackenzie Phillips. It was
Mackenzie was John's daughter. Michelle was his wife. The incestuous thing was his daughter, right?
Yeah, Michelle was John's wife, and Mackenzie Phillips was the one getting diddled by her father.
Right, yeah, disgusting.
Yeah. Oh, man, totally.
Like sick. He was a drug-addicted, alcoholic piece of shit. I mean, let's be honest. He was a brilliant guy, but who cares? He was a drug-addicted, molesting piece of shit.
I faulted myself when I found out about this, because I don't listen to R. Kelly's music.
I get it.
The reason why I don't listen to R. Kelly's music, because I feel like he was writing about what he was doing to underage girls, right?
Yeah.
But I'm also good at trying to separate the art from the artist.
Sure.
Because it's a lot of problematic singers that if I didn't do that, I can't listen to them now.
Listen to anybody.
Miles Davis, James Brown did horrendous things. Richard Pryor, like it's a bunch of people who are great who did horrific things. However, R. Kelly is the one I just draw the line. Like, man, I can't do it no more. And when I found out about this one, I was like, yo, do I want to like listen to this guy?
I can't help but listen to them because I love their music. And I can divorce the fact that he was a worthless, useless, drug-addicted, child-molesting, well, she was an adult, but incestuous piece of shit. I mean, let's just be real right there.
Well, that's the thing about the 60s, right? Like I said, me reading up on the 60s, it's amazing because me personally, this is me, not a historian, but as a guy who grew up in the 80s, I would say the 60s movement really led for civil rights because
it happened when Mackenzie was an adult.
Let me finish. Because like the 60s is the only time, not the 60s the only time, but the 60s where I can see a gap of like free love and people coming together. And it was all like, well, black and white people. And I think the movement had legs because I truly believe that sometimes we all need to bang it out. If we all just banged it out, the world would be a lot better. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I don't know where to go from there. It sounds like a song. Come on and bang it out. Do, 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 do.
Yeah.
Who did that song? Jerk It Out.
Oh,
Apple used it as a theme.
I actually love that.
Yeah, it's a great tune. Come on and jerk it out. Great organ stabs.
Jerk it. It's not jerk it out. It's,
okay.
What is it?
I don't know, but it's great organ stabs.
Yeah. Dun 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 dun.
That's it. Yeah. Who does that?
Oh man, if you wouldn't ask me, I would have known. Oh my God, that's gonna get in my head.
Let me just get back to John Phillips. His daughter Mackenzie was an actress in what's that terrible 70s sitcom, One Day at a Time. And evidently, when the incestuous stuff happened, she said it was consensual. Fair enough. She was an adult, but come on, man, the power dynamic, really? No, I'm sorry. That's disgusting.
No matter how you look at it, man, it's pretty
it's disgusting.
Right? Yeah, I mean, I don't see how you can do that.
It's his daughter, for Christ's sake.
Does it make it better that it was consensual?
Well, but can it be consensual? I mean, sure, she was over the age of 18.
See, we're getting into something now with the Me Too movement. And not trying to get too political, but it's always the power dynamic, right?
Yeah.
So if the power dynamic matters there, then we got to look at the same thing with other women. Like your boss.
Even if for the sake of argument, okay, fair enough, it was consensual. it's still sick.
No, it's still sick. I mean, you're not going to get me like defending this guy at all, right? I'm just saying, if we're going to make the power dynamic argument, and you have a great argument with this. Well, you know my stance on that. Like, not my politics aside, but the power dynamics is a real damn thing.
Sure it is, absolutely.
Like, me as your neighbor knocking on the door saying, hey, turn the music down. And then me, your neighbor, knocking on the door with an AR-15, hey man, turn the music down. It's totally different dynamic. Sure. So yes, being the father, you're kind of lording power over there. Like, why would you even suggest it? And let's say your daughter suggests that. You need to slap your daughter around and be like, no, we ain't doing this. Hell no. What the hell wrong with you? How did I raise you?
What did I tell you the other day about me watching some videos on YouTube? I've been watching a lot of videos just because I find them heartwarming about a daughter and her soldier father shows up at her school or whatever. And it's like, daddy, daddy, daddy. And it's beautiful. They jump into, oh, I missed you. I love you. That's spiritual. And then I caught a video. Have you ever seen this Dr. Phil dude? I've never really seen him.
Dr. Phil is actually coming under fire right now about how
Okay.
he sets up his show because
Yeah.
they're saying he's exploiting people's
Yeah, I don't really. I've never watched
people's
him. I don't.
problem for
but-
ratings.
But I was watching this one clip of Dr. Phil, and he's got these two women, 17, 18, 19, and their father had been, molesting them. And the contrast, but I'd watched like 10 videos of girls, Daddy, I love you, being adopted, just pure joy. And then these two girls crying, screaming at this guy going, I don't want to go into the details, but you get it. He'd been molesting them. It's like, wow, Jesus, evil.
It happens, man.
Yeah, no, I know.
But man, that took a dark turn.
Yeah.
But
Let's
back on the
get
Mamas
back
and
up.
Papas,
Yeah.
the group dynamic worked with all those singers.
Yeah.
And they had a great producer
Yeah.
and great engineer.
Yeah.
The way the song came together is beautiful. And it's sad about Cass Elliot and the Fat Shaman.
Yeah.
And the apocryphal story about the ham sandwich.
Yeah, well,
They
that
said
was-
she's Jewish.
Yeah.
And just because she's overweight, people tend to believe
Yeah,
that.
and people did believe it. It was terrible.
And that's what drove her to kill herself. Because when you said the heart problem,
Yeah.
the heart problem came from all the crash diets.
Yeah.
She lost 100 pounds super quick.
Yeah.
And then that messed up her heart, the
Sure.
muscles around it.
Yeah, sure.
And that's how she died.
One extraordinary talent too.
Oh, man, yo,
Never heard a bad word said about her either. Everyone I've ever heard, she was a real jewel.
that's the thing, right? It's just a totally sad story. It didn't break my heart, but it just made me say, damn,
Yeah.
when I heard it, like, yo.
I wasn't too young. I didn't know the Mamas and the Papas, even though I was 7, 8 years old back in the 60s. But I had seen Cass Elliot, Mama Cass, on a slew of variety shows. She did a lot of American television appearances. And then one day I can remember she's dead. Wow.
Yeah.
That was like the first celebrity I can recall. They're dead. And Jim Morrison, I remember when Jim Morrison, I didn't know who he was in 71.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? The 60s was a weird time, looking back on it.
Yeah.
I guess you had to be there because free sex, y'all was slanging herpes around like for free. Who want these herpes? Like, y'all was doing it, man.
Get your herpes while you can.
Like, literally, ugh. Like, ugh.
Okay.
I know all these codes.
So we managed to, we've got this beautiful spiritual kind of ironic song, and we managed to cover herpes and incest. Let's get into some mass murder and genocide while we're at it.
You know what? It's probably some stuff around here in this group because
well, there was that thing in Atlanta. All those poor Asian people murdered at the club yesterday.
yeah, but it has nothing to do with the Mamas and the
no,
Papas.
I'm just saying, if we're going to get into mass murder and get darker, let's go there. No,
let's not go
no,
there.
let's not and say we did.
Yeah, the overall thing about the Mamas and the Papas, great song. Cass Elliot stayed with the group way longer than she should have, I thought. Michelle was a whore and broke up the group.
Oh, don't say that.
No, I watched the VH1 Behind the Music. She was a whore. That was her thing. The homie John out here trying to live and do right and write songs. And, that's why she got kicked out the group. She was hoeing.
Yeah.
And look, I have a problem with that. People look at Michelle and be like, well, she was a hoe. That was the 60s. That was their whole mantra, free love. So how you gonna get mad at somebody who keep on rocking with the free love thing? They were hippies. That was the whole get down. And look,
I'm fine with her sexual activity. It hurt her partner. I don't much care for that. I just don't like the word.
that's what, hoe?
Yeah.
Oh, whore is better?
No, they're both no good.
Promiscuous? Because
All
that
right.
sounds worse to me.
Yeah.
I feel like
Stepped outside the bonds of her
that's
marriage.
stupid. No, we're not doing that.
All right.
She was hoeing.
Jesus.
And it's okay. Look, there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like everybody has a right to be a hoe. I had my hoe stage.
That sounds like a rap thing you could do.
Everybody has a right to be a hoe?
How goes in and got a DeVita?
We're not talking about that right now.
All right, let's not.
All right, so that is...
Don't you cut that out.
I'll be cutting that out.
Oh, you bastard.
Hey, Mamas and the Papas, man, listen to this group. They have a lot of good songs, and when you have time, go listen to Cass Elliot.
We out.
We got to change that, the we out.
Why?
Stupid.
But it's our catchphrase.
That's your catchphrase.
Oh, for fuck's sake. What's your catchphrase?
See you guys later.
That's no fucking catchphrase.
And we out is?
Better than see you later.
Really?
Yeah, really.
We got to take a poll on that. Like, seriously.
He's going to include this shit, so you might as well,
No,
leave a
seriously,
comment.
The we out.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Where did you even get that from? From me.
Know. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't even say it no more. So why you rolling with it? White folks have the power to kill anything.
Oh, give me a break.
Seriously, I just say it. You're like my father, right? So
Thank you. Thank you for that.
You know when
yeah.
your dad say some shit? He's like, yep, I can't say that no more. That's literally what happened.
This is the end of the video.
I actually kind of like that.
Okay. I'm going to get up and leave now.
We out.
You need people like me, so you can point the finger and say that's the